I was initially diagnosed with breast cancer in April of 2003, and I had a pretty good idea of what the doc was going to tell me, or at least I had a good idea that the doc was going to tell me I had breast cancer.
And there was a huge lump that I had never, ever seen before. And I was like, that is not, the second I saw it, I was like, that is not good. I know that is not good.
And she said there's something very suspicious there. And I said, are you sure you have the right mammogram? Because this isn't happening to me. And she said, I absolutely do. And you have breast cancer, and we need to do something about it right now.
I'd had a biopsy. I'd found the lump myself. I think because I did my own exams every month, I kind of knew all along it wasn't going to be good.
I was 8.5 months pregnant at the time. My cancer was very aggressive, so I had to hit the ground running.
I was diagnosed originally in '98, and I was 46. I never even considered breast cancer at that time. I thought I was too young for such a thing.
I didn't even go in with an expectation that I would hear breast cancer because I felt like I was young. I mean, I didn't feel unhealthy, I didn't feel sick.
I was diagnosed with stage 4 metastatic breast cancer. The cancer had already metastasized to my lungs, liver, and bones. At the time I was engaged to be married, and then I got married, and a couple months later it moved to my brain.
And so the way that things were being rushed at me, I knew that it was very serious. So when I was driving to the oncologist's office, I think that's when it really hit me, and I said, wow, cancer, am I gonna die, is what I said to myself.
Going into that surgery, I probably cried all night long. And because I didn't want to lose my breast, and I didn't know what reconstruction looked like.
But it was weird. It wasn't just not there. It wasn't there, and it wasn't pretty.
3.5 years ago, I was diagnosed with stage 2B breast cancer and had surgery. I had a mastectomy, and I had chemotherapy for 6 months, and everything was fine. And 6 months later, after chemo, I was diagnosed with metastasis to my sternum.
So it was the second time around in my liver, then that was a pretty grave prognosis.
7 years after my first diagnosis, I was diagnosed again. I had a reoccurrence of breast cancer.
Just shy of 3 years after the first diagnosis. And I thought I did everything to prevent from the second time occurring with the chemotherapy, with a mastectomy, with some adjunct treatment. And I was pretty pissed. I was pretty angry that second time around.
I don't know, after 10.5 years, I still don't think it's really sunk into me because it's been one diagnosis after the other.
I have an incredible amount of blessings in my life. I have the most amazing family. I have a great job. I have great friends. I have so much in my life, and I never stop and say, hey, why me for that stuff? So if you don't say why me for the good stuff, why would you say that for the bad stuff?
You know, I mean, definitely cancer opened my eyes to a lot of things. My relationship with my husband, my relationship with my kids. I didn't take that for granted anymore because I felt like that was such a gift, that life is just a gift.
I mean, I discovered how many people cared about us, and in the ways they cared about us, that I would have never known had I not been diagnosed, you know, or I think I would never have known. We had an amazing team of people that supported us and pulled us through those times. So when I got diagnosed, the team was just like, holy crap, you know?
Mainly it's just to get that person mind from not thinking so much about, you know, oh, is this the final stage, or is it for me, or, you know, just being somebody that, because I never wanted to be alone, so just having a warm body in the room with me was fine enough for me, you know.
One of the most impactful things that somebody said to me is they said, please don't deprive me of the opportunity to help you, because helping you helps me.
I have high hopes for the future. You never know what the future holds, but nobody does. And If my cancer comes back, I have the trust that the research that has been done and the different drugs that have come out since my last time will take care of it again.
That it's not a death sentence. You can overcome it and you can have a wonderful life even after breast cancer.
They would see my pink pin and say, "Do you know someone who has breast cancer?" And I would proudly say, "I am a survivor. I kicked it once and I kicked it again."
I have to send a message to cancer that you don't have me. I am going to die someday, but I don't know that it'll be from cancer.
It takes a team effort. It takes your team of medical professionals, doctors, nurses. It takes the support team that you have with your family, extended family, if it's cousins, aunts, uncles. It takes a team of friends. It takes supportive coworkers. Getting through cancer is a team effort.
There are organizations that you can contact, the Young Survivals Coalition for young survivors, the American Cancer Society. The Cure Bowl is great. What guy do you know that doesn't love football? I mean, football is just it for men. So just get out there and buy a ticket. You know, this Cure Bowl is amazing. Be a part of history, be a part of the game, be a part of the cure.